Hello, my name is Susan Avery. I'm the editor of My Purchasing Center, and I'm at the Global Business Travel Association 2012 convention in Boston with U.S. Bank Travel Payment Program Manager Mary Miklethun and Simon Barker, CEO of Conferma. U.S. Bank, in partnership with Conferma, has introduced an automated travel billing reconciliation tool at the convention this week. U.S. Bank Travel VirtualPay, powered by Conferma, uses single-use account numbers to replace manual central billing methods for managing air, hotel, and car bookings. Mary, can you tell My Purchasing Center about your partnership and about the tool?
Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. We're very excited about this partnership, which is sort of a convergence of a variety of things that were going on in our business. We've heard for a long time about the pain that our customers experience reconciling travel expenses that are centrally settled in a variety of manners. Might be on a central travel account or a direct bill with a hotel, a variety of other things, but you end up with two disparate sets of data or more that need to be matched manually, and it costs our customers a lot of time and pain, frankly. And as we expanded into Europe last year with our corporate card program, we became acquainted with Conferma, and their technology solves for this need, bringing single-use accounts directly into the travel booking process, which, long story short, facilitates an automated matching process that eliminates all that manual effort I was talking about at the front end. We've had a lot of success with single-use account numbers in the purchasing space in the U.S. and Canada through our U.S. bank tools, but the challenge that we had not yet been able to address was integrating that kind of solution with a travel process that's managed by a third party, such as a travel management company. So that's where Conferma comes in.
Yeah, so where we partner with US Bank is that we drive US Bank's single-use accounts into booking processes, not least the GDS, which obviously is core to the travel booking process around the world. It's going to enable US Bank to enjoy a wider footprint through the GDSs, driving their cards on behalf of their customers into processes where traditionally it was difficult to get a normal piece of plastic into a booking process.
So what are you hearing from travel buyers and managers who approach your booth? What are their concerns?
Well, you know, the messages that we have out there this week regarding the virtual payment solution and our global payment solutions are driving most of the traffic to our booth, I think. So the questions that we've been getting have been around, how does this work? But we just continue to hear story after story about how many days companies are spending doing this kind of process. And we had a conversation yesterday with a client who stopped by, and it was two people from the same company, and one of them was kind of scratching their head about how does this work, and the other one was saying, do you know what Mary Ann does? Do you know how many days she spends on this? You know, and it really hits home when they realize the effort of work that is being taken off their plates.
So how can your companies and this tool help travel buyers meet some of those challenges?
Well, again, I think it's the automation and the matching of the data at the front end, and it delivers a couple of benefits. I've talked a lot already about the time savings for the company, but it also solves for other needs as well. It brings a secure solution that helps companies manage compliance. So we don't issue that one-time use account until all of the criteria have been met that a booking is complete and we have the complete data. So we're proactively gathering that data and ensuring that we'll be able to deliver comprehensively what they need on the back end. And then at the same time, the accounts themselves are secure and they're only available at the time of the activity that's being booked. So it just gives our travel buyers much more confidence in the process, and of course there's the time saving on the back end. And what else would you add, Simon?
I think the big one is the ability to drive a traditional corporate card program into the booking process, and therefore end up with one corporate card program no matter what you're actually buying. And I think, you know, it's that single point that the need is there to be addressed, in as much as today a corporate may have to use a card, may have to use invoice, may have to use a ghost card or lodge card, but with this solution we can bring it all together for them.
Great. Now, you've been at the conference for a couple of days now. What are you hearing? What is a takeaway from this particular conference that you can bring home or that you suggest that other people may want to take home with them?
That's a good question. There are so many things going on at the conference, and one of the things that I appreciate about it is just the information sharing. So I sat in on a session that GBTA sponsors looking at business travel trends going forward into next year and the next 5 years. And it somehow puts a different color on it than just reading the report when you're sitting in the same room as other issuers, hotels, airlines, travel management companies, and you realize that all of these issues have a bearing on them as well. And it's just kind of getting that perspective of the whole industry that I think is valuable for us in participating in the conference.
Simon?
Yeah, I think for me, there's been a particular emphasis on security, control, and the general managed program that we see. There seems to be a reliance now on the idea of a managed program and what that brings to the corporate in terms of security and control.
Great. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Mary.